The early Vedic period, spanning from 1500 BCE to 1000 BCE, marks a significant chapter in Indian history. It is during this era that the foundations of Hinduism were laid, shaping the religious and cultural landscape of the subcontinent for millennia to come. This period derives its name from the Vedas, a collection of sacred texts that provide invaluable insights into the lives, beliefs, and practices of the people of that time. The early Vedic period was a transformative era, witnessing the emergence of a distinct Indo-Aryan culture and the development of sophisticated religious philosophies. The early Vedic period was a time of significant cultural and religious development. It was during this time that the foundations of Hinduism were laid, and the Vedas, the most sacred texts of Hinduism, were composed. The Vedas provide valuable insights into the lives of the people of this period, their beliefs, practices, and social structure. They offer a glimpse into a world where nature was revered, rituals were elaborate, and the pursuit of knowledge was paramount. The early Vedic period was a time of transition and transformation, as the Indo-Aryan people moved into the Indian subcontinent and interacted with the indigenous populations. This interaction led to the synthesis of new ideas and practices, shaping the unique cultural identity of the region. The period witnessed the gradual shift from nomadic pastoralism to settled agriculture, laying the groundwork for the development of urban centers in later periods. The legacy of the early Vedic period is profound and enduring. It laid the groundwork for the development of classical Hinduism and continues to influence Indian philosophy, art, and literature to this day. Understanding this pivotal era is crucial for comprehending the rich tapestry of Indian history and culture. The early Vedic period unfolded primarily in the northwestern region of the Indian subcontinent, encompassing the fertile plains of the Indus and Sarasvati rivers. This region, known as Sapta Sindhu, or the Land of Seven Rivers, was characterized by a network of rivers that crisscrossed the landscape, providing sustenance to the burgeoning population. The terrain was largely flat and open, dotted with dense forests and grasslands, offering ample opportunities for both agriculture and pastoralism. The climate of the region was monsoonal, with distinct wet and dry seasons. The arrival of the monsoon rains was a time of great anticipation and celebration, as it brought much-needed water to the parched land, replenishing rivers and nourishing crops. The monsoon played a crucial role in shaping the agricultural practices of the early Vedic people. The abundant natural resources of the region, coupled with its favorable climate, made it an ideal location for the development of a thriving civilization. The fertile plains provided ample opportunities for agriculture, while the rivers served as vital transportation routes, facilitating trade and communication. The dense forests were home to a variety of flora and fauna, providing food, medicine, and building materials. The geographical and climatic conditions of the early Vedic period played a pivotal role in shaping the lives and livelihoods of its people. The fertile land and abundant water resources supported a growing population, leading to the development of settled agricultural communities. The monsoon, with its life-giving rains, became an integral part of their religious beliefs and practices. The society of the early Vedic period was organized along tribal lines. Each tribe was led by a chief, known as a Rajan, who was responsible for the welfare of his people. The Rajan was assisted by a council of elders, representing the different clans within the tribe. Political organization was relatively decentralized, with each tribe enjoying a degree of autonomy. The early Vedic period witnessed the emergence of a hierarchical social structure based on occupation, known as the Varna system. This system divided society into four main groups: the Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and Shudras. The Brahmins, at the top of the hierarchy, were priests, scholars, and teachers responsible for preserving and transmitting knowledge. The Kshatriyas were warriors and rulers, tasked with protecting the people and maintaining order. The Vaishyas were merchants and farmers, engaged in trade and agriculture. The Shudras, at the bottom of the hierarchy, were laborers and service providers. The Varna system, while initially based on occupation, gradually became hereditary, with children inheriting the social status of their parents. This system had a profound impact on Indian society, shaping social interactions and influencing access to power and resources. Despite the hierarchical nature of the Varna system, The early Vedic society was characterized by a degree of social mobility. Individuals could move up or down the social ladder based on their merit and achievements. The emphasis on education and learning provided opportunities for social advancement, particularly for those belonging to the lower varnas. The early Vedic period was marked by a rich and vibrant cultural life. Music, poetry, and storytelling were integral parts of their daily lives. They played a variety of instruments, including the veena, a stringed instrument, the venu, a flute, and the mridangam, a drum. Their music was often accompanied by elaborate dances and performances. Religion played a central role in the lives of the early Vedic people. They were polytheistic, worshipping a pantheon of gods and goddesses who represented various aspects of nature and human experience. Some of the most prominent deities included Indra, the god of thunder and lightning, Agni, the god of fire, and Surya, the sun god. Religious rituals and sacrifices were an important part of their lives, performed to appease the gods and seek their blessings. The most significant literary legacy of the early Vedic period is the Rig Veda, a collection of over 1,000 hymns addressed to various deities. The Rig Veda provides invaluable insights into the religious beliefs, social structure, and worldview of the people of that time. Other important texts of this period include the Samaveda, Yajurveda, and Atharva Veda, which contain hymns, chants, rituals, and spells. The early Vedic period was a time of great intellectual and spiritual ferment. It witnessed the development of sophisticated philosophical ideas, as reflected in the Upanishads, a collection of philosophical texts that explore the nature of reality, the self, and the universe. The Upanishads mark a significant departure from the ritualistic focus of the earlier Vedic texts, emphasizing instead the importance of knowledge, meditation, and self-realization.